Hi. This is Tiny Tips to help you rewrite your stories and rewire your brain so you can do more of the stuff you want to be doing. I'm Jocelyn, brain coach, and today's tiny tip, embrace your boredom.
Give it a little hug.
Boredom tends to get a bad rap and get blamed for a lot of bad behavior. And it's true, sometimes boredom brings out the worst in us. Studies show that when we're bored, we're more likely to give tougher sentences on people we consider outsiders, and we get more extreme political views and biases. We also have a hard time resisting stuff that isn't good for us. Drinking, smoking, social media scrolling, basically consuming a bunch of junk for our body and brain. Why do we do this? Why do we even get bored? Boredom isn't widely understood, but psychologists and neuroscientists are digging in deeper. They agree that boredom is an emotion that we find incredibly uncomfortable. So much so that in one study, several people decided to give themselves an electric shock rather than having to sit alone with their thoughts for 15 minutes.
You're not dying, you just can't think of anything good to do.
But none of this is boredom's fault. Boredom in and of itself is actually a vital signal. It tells us that we're having trouble paying attention because we can't meaningfully engage in what we're doing.
I am dead inside.
It's basically saying, go find something more nourishing or fulfilling to put your attention on. This made sense when we were hunty-gathery types. If we didn't find something useful or interesting in the environment, we would get bored, and that would tell us to go look somewhere else.
Me no like brains.
Or create something new, like fire and houses.
Kitty
And
toys.
some of the most brilliant thinkers and artists credit boredom for sparking their most ingenious ideas. Boredom is asking us to pay attention to what really matters to us, what we find meaningful and useful and valuable. Just like anything, it's how we respond to boredom that makes all the difference. The more we indulge in quick, short-term fixes, these little dopamine hits, we become more addicted to them and they become less effective at the same time.
Touch me.
Boredom's gonna come along and visit all of us. So instead of trying to push away the uncomfortable feelings, if we can just sit with it and chill and listen, see what it has to tell us, we can open ourselves up to possibilities we may have never imagined. You gotta listen to your boredom. Let it on in, embrace it, give it a hug. Listen, boredom has a secret for you. What's the boredom telling you, kitty?